What's up guys, I'm Tom Crown, and if you found this video, you're searching for a crypto trading exchange. In this video, I'm going to go over my 3 top crypto exchanges, their pros, their cons, and you can decide which one's right for you. Links to all of these are in the video description below. First off, I'll give you a brief overview of each exchange. We'll go over their reputations and some of their unique selling features of each. Now, I've chosen these few exchanges based on my own experience of using them and their popularity, along with their history. First up on the list is Femex. Started in 2019 by Jack Tao. Tao felt that the cryptocurrency marketplace as a whole lacked transparency, trustworthiness, and technological prowess. That's why he co-founded Femex to address these market shortcomings. Their platform rivals other big exchanges like Coinbase and Binance. Next up, we have MEXC. They're well known for their low or zero trading fees and a massive pool of altcoins. These guys list stuff almost instantly. That has its own pros and cons. We'll get into that later. They also have a native token to their platform called MX. MX holders get special access to trading fee deductions, new Launchpad subscriptions, referral rewards, and offline payments. Last but not least, we have Binance. This is the largest and most well-known crypto exchange in the world. They're known for having a wide variety of cryptocurrencies, including many popular ones and relatively lesser-known assets. Binance also have their own native currency called BNB Coin. It can be used to pay trading fees, transaction fees, and other various services on the platform. On top of this, Binance has its own blockchain called BSC or Binance Smart Chain. It gained popularity for its lower transaction fees and compatibility with the Binance ecosystem. So first, let's compare trading fees. Femex sits at 0.1% for both maker and taker. Trading fees are an important factor because with most exchanges, you're going to be paying a small fee every time you place a trade. On Femex, for both maker and taker, we see a 0.1% fee, which is pretty standard for the industry. To clarify, a maker order is when you set a limit buy or sell, and a taker order is when you market order a buy or sell. Typically, those have a higher cost versus maker. Maker orders are usually planned out longer-term trades, where market orders are usually for day trading, scalping, or quick entry and exit. To put the fees in perspective, at a 0.1% fee, you would pay about $10 for a $10,000 trade. That's pretty low. Binance also has 0.1% fees, but this can be reduced to 0.075 with use of the BNB token to pay for the fees. Lastly, we have MEXC, which boasts 0% fees, at least at the time of making this video. Now, since they have no fees at all, this may seem like it's the best option out of the 3. However, there is more to value on an exchange than just that. By having low fees, exchanges typically have a wider spread, meaning the value you can buy a coin is going to be slightly higher than you find in other exchanges, and the value you can sell that coin for will be slightly lower. In the end, it kind of all equals out. The exchanges are making their profit regardless of how much in fees you're paying. In my opinion, the fees up front is a little bit more honest, though hiding fees and spread is widely used and even on things like Robinhood, Webull, traditional exchanges. The next most important aspect is going to be withdrawal fees. Whenever you want to exit the exchange or withdraw profits, you're going to pay a withdrawal fee, and this can actually be more impactful than trading fees sometimes. If you've made a $20 profit, but you have to spend $10 to withdraw that profit, you've really only made $10. Right now, for USDT, you'll pay about $2.79 as fees on the Ethereum network, and that's really not that bad. But if we want to draw another coin like Bitcoin, we may only end up paying 0.0001 Bitcoin, which is a much smaller fee. What's important is to look at what you're paying on chain versus what the exchange is charging you, because commonly they'll sneak in extra, and that's just not an honest way to do it. If we move over to MEXC and we want to withdraw USDT on the Ethereum chain, we're going to have to pay $4, and that's going to be slightly more expensive than Femex's $2.79. This is where they're making their money back. If we want to withdraw Bitcoin, we also see that the fees are again a little higher, around 0.003 or $8 for Bitcoin. You may be paying less to make the trade, but it looks like they're getting that money back on the end. Finally, we'll look at Binance. The withdrawal fee on Tether right now on the Ethereum network is $2.63. But if you want to withdraw in Bitcoin, you'll have to pay only 0.00006 in fees, and that is the cheapest option out of the 3. Out of the three, Binance has the lowest withdrawal fees for both withdrawing USDT and Bitcoin, with Femex right behind it. MEXC has slightly higher withdrawal fees than the other two. So it looks like the 0% trading fee doesn't come without a cost. We're paying more for the same things that we're using on platform. Number 3 most important thing is the fiat deposit, when you're looking to put fiat onto an exchange to trade with. Now, if you're wanting to start trading or investing in crypto, you'll have to do this, either placing USDT or Bitcoin on exchange to then trade with. You'll also want to cash in or out once you've made those profits. So it's important to know what options these exchanges offer with the payment methods and currencies that are available. For example, if we look at Femex, when we click on the currency, we can see that there are a lot of options to choose from, and that's good. Here we can see that wire transfers are offered, and they're not charging any fee on top of that. If you're looking for a fixed deposit by using a credit card, then you will have to pay some additional fees, and that's true almost everywhere. On Femex, we can see that if you want to pay $1,000, you'll get about $965 in return. That's a 3.5% fee, which is pretty normal for credit cards, even not on crypto exchanges. I do not recommend depositing ever with credit cards on any platform. On MEXC, we can see that it only offers euro deposits, and that's going to cut down on who can use it. For someone like me in the US, I can't deposit euros. There's not a lot of options there. They do have an offer for SEPA that has 0 fees again. If we want to deposit via a credit card here, we can see that we can do that in 3 currencies, Euro, GBP, and USD. Of course, we're going to have to pay additional fees. For an $100 deposit, we're going to receive about $98 for a 2% fee. Finally, onto Binance, we can see that the fees are right here on the page, and if we type in USD on the search bar, we can see that there is no deposit fee. If you want to deposit via credit card, you do have to pay a fee, and that always will be true. Looking at the credit card fee for all 3, we see that out of them, Femex does charge the most with that 3.5%, with the other 2 closer to 2%. Again, depositing on credit card, guys, get out of here. We're going to look at the security of these exchanges next, which is probably the most important issue. When you have assets on exchange, they're always at risk. If they're not your keys, they're not your coins. However, how seriously exchanges take security is a big factor, not just for literally holding onto your keys, but it shows a greater overall attitude towards protecting you as a customer. Let's look at what each offers in terms of keeping your account safe. On Femex, if you go to your account in the top right corner and select Settings, then go to Security Settings, you'll arrive at this page. As we can see, it does offer 2-factor authentication. This is a code generated by your phone using a token or cryptography that is virtually impossible to crack unless someone has the keys for your 2FA. Besides that, we can also enable an anti-phishing code. I recommend doing both. Make sure your 2-factor authentication is through a Google Auth or token app, not SMS, never SMS. If we click on Enable, it will explain what it is and how it works. Anti-phishing codes are important because if you're like me, you get 1,000 emails a day that are phishing, basically presenting as an exchange or a person, getting you to try to log in. Once you log in, they have your credentials and your account is toast. The anti-phishing code will send you a code to put in that will verify that the email is coming from the right source, from the exchange itself. This will protect you against phishing attempts and fake websites looking to steal your login credentials. Once you've set up the anti-phishing code, it will be displayed on all genuine emails sent by Femex. If it doesn't have it, then it's not real. That's a pretty good feature. Now, all the exchanges in this video have 2-factor authentication and anti-phishing codes. So in terms of security at that level, they're pretty evenly matched. The next up is the trading terminal on the exchange. First, we'll take a look at Binance. We can see that the chart of the asset is in the middle. It's from TradingView and it's the industry standard candlestick charts. Here we have a lot of tools that we can do analysis, mark up our charts, important levels, trades, supports and resistances, etc. We can also see other information like the order book or book depth for the asset you're trading in front of you. At the top, it displays what asset we're currently trading. Right now it's Bitcoin, but you can also go to the right and search for any other available currencies the exchange might offer. The bottom section right here is where we can put in our orders. So we can select either to place a limit order, wait for it to fill, or we can jump into a position instantly by using market order. Once you've done this, you'll see all of your open orders and positions down here. This is again pretty industry standard, and almost every other exchange would have something similar to what Binance has right here. At the top right, you can click on the little gear icon. We can use this to select any style or layout we want to use in the exchange while we're trading. If you click on advanced, then you can completely change everything about this look. After a few tweaks, we can see a lot more of the chart. It looks a lot cleaner. And so if we go back to styles again, we can select full screen this time. Now we'll have a beautiful large chart in front of us, crystal clear. And of course, if you don't like the way this looks, just go back to settings and change it again. On Femex, you'll immediately notice a difference between this and Binance. This one looks similar to the advanced style layout from Binance. The chart fills up the majority of the space. On the right, we see the order book, and also this is where we can place our orders. On the bottom, we can see all of our active orders and positions. If you want to search for another asset, then you can go and click on the trading pair at the top right. Femex gives you the option to change your layout as well, just by going to the top right corner and selecting the gear icon once again. Here you can see that you have two options to choose from. Clicking on it, we can see that we've moved the order book now to the left. You can customize this layout pretty much however you'd like. We can also enable or disable information here for whatever we want or don't want on our chart. Finally, we'll look at MEXC. This layout is again pretty similar to Binance. We can see the chart in the middle of the order book to the left. And of course, our orders located at the bottom. MEXC also gives you the option to change the layout style. Here, we've gone with the standard one, then the horizontal and vertical. And as you see, it does change up the whole layout. Overall, all three of these exchanges, in my opinion, are great choices. What's going to come down to for you is, are you allowed to access it via geofencing like Binance? You're unfortunately not going to be able to get to that one in the US. In my opinion, they each have their pros and cons. All three's fees are relatively the same. You're just paying at different points of your interaction on exchange. Like I said, location is going to be important here. Remember, Femex has no KYC. You can KYC optionally for larger withdrawals, but they're not asking for your location or your personal information. While that may seem like it would keep you safer if you gave them this information, it actually doesn't. KYC is to protect the exchange, not you. And what's done with your information, you don't know. You don't know what's done with your information after you give it to them. We have seen database leaks in the past that have leaked very sensitive personal information, so always be wary when you're giving that out. A 2-cent take, MEXC has a ton of listings. Their liquidity and spread is not the best. Femex has no KYC, has a great offering of coins, and is open to everyone. Binance, if you're able to use it, is maybe the best option. However, a large percent of the people watching this video right now won't be able to. Hopefully this has helped you make up your mind on what exchange is right for you. All three of the links are in the video description below. Sign up using my link for some big bonuses, trading fee discounts, and bonus perks. Thanks for watching, guys.